Okay, thank you, Madam Speaker, and sorry for that confusion. I think the whip was causing a lot of confusion. I thought I was to read my statement. Okay, request for a statement regarding the plight of unemployed teachers aged 45 years and above. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 42.2c, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education regarding the plight of unemployed, trained, registered, and qualified teachers aged 45 years and above. Honorable Speaker, in 2019, the Employment and Labor Relations Court ruled that the age cap of 45 years imposed by Teacher Service Commission TSC for the recruitment of teachers was unconstitutional, discriminatory, as it violated the right to non-discrimination and denied deserving teachers the opportunity to serve for the remaining years until the retirement age of 60. The court ordered TSC to employ teachers above 45 years without age limitation. Honorable Speaker, despite the 2019 court ruling, many trained, registered, and qualified teachers aged 45 years and above continue to be discriminated against in recruitment. This group of teachers have been continuously applying for jobs, meeting all the recruitment requirements, but are still overlooked in hiring process. This happens despite Kenya facing a severe shortage of teachers, with over 110,000 vacancies reported in 2023, including a deficit of 72,422 teachers in junior secondary school alone. Yet more than 350 qualified teachers remain unemployed, significant number being above 45 years. Their exclusion from recruitment drive has fostered despair and disillusionment, calling for affirmative action by the TSC to offer them employment opportunities before they reach the mandatory retirement age of 60. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education on the following. I hope the chairperson is listening. Yes. Okay. Yes. 1. A request on the number of registered teachers above 45 years who are currently not employed by TSC, indicating their year of graduation, year of registration, the current ages, and distribution countrywide, particularly the sub-counties within Uasin Gishu County. Yeah, and Bomet, no problem. 2, a report on the number of teachers aged 45 years that were absorbed by TSC in the recent recruitment, specifying their distribution, particularly in Uasin Gishu County. 3, efforts being made to implement affirmative action to address the plight of teachers aged above 45 years. And lastly, plans being put in place by the TSC to adjust the current recruitment framework with the aim of discouraging prolonged delays in employment and late entry into the profession. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Chairperson on Education, Honorable Meli, member for Tindiret. You'd like to say something, Honorable Muge? Okay, let's give Honorable Muge a chance. Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'd like to make a comment, of course, thanking the Honorable DK for that very good statement sought from the Departmental Committee on Education. Honorable Speaker, I have noted with concern that the offices, the sub-county offices, TSC, do not have data the data that Honorable DK is asking for, Honorable Speaker. Because you cannot be in a country where you have teachers trained and teachers registered through TSC, and when asked to give details of the graduation years of teachers in those sub-counties, you're not able to give, Madam Speaker. It is a very bad show in terms of record keeping and in terms of proper planning in this country. Honorable Speaker, if the details of the records were available, we would be comfortable saying this institution knows how many teachers graduated when and how old they are, and they will be able to use that information to actually inform the decisions that are being made going forward. So we want to ask Honorable Speaker that that information be made available so that better and proper decisions can be made, because without data, you can hardly make a proper decision. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Response from the chairperson. Honorable Kamuren, you want to say something? I'll give one more person before I let you respond as chairperson. Honorable Kamuren.
Madam Speaker, I want to make it to... Thank you, Madam Speaker, but the goodness is that Kamuren comes from Baringo and I come from Kericho, and I think our fathers actually were confined to those areas, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to support what DK has mentioned. This one, Madam Speaker, should not be confined only to a single issue or SOI. This is a national issue which is affecting all the teachers, especially those who are above 45 years, Madam Speaker. I would like to commend that, Madam Speaker, that what has to be followed is they have to make sure that those who are above 45 years should be considered, Madam Speaker. So that is my comment, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
You want to have a second go, Honorable DK? It's okay, I'll just exercise my discretion and allow him. Yes, Honorable DK?
Honorable Speaker, I think Mheshimiwa Cherot has made something in passing. This statement is for the whole country. It is not only in Uasin Gishu. What I was just saying is that the fact that I come from Uasin Gishu, I was giving emphasis so that in case the other data are not there, then we can be considered as Uasin Gishu. But this is a national issue that needs to be addressed nationally. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the clarification I wanted you to give. Okay, let's go, Honorable Meli, Chairperson for the Education Committee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to thank the Honorable Member for raising this issue. This issue has been said a lot and several times by the Committee of Education, noting that a number of teachers, especially the under 45-year rule, have actually failed to be employed just because of that. And about, I think 3 years ago, the committee met and discussed the issue, and we made it clear that the teacher needs to be employed as much as, even if it is 2 years to retirement, he should be employed. However, this is an issue that cuts across the country, and I want to say that immediately we are back from recess, because we are going today, we shall be able to furnish this house with enough information, but I will request that the Teacher Service Commission themselves, we shall invite them, and I shall invite the Honorable Member and interested members to come before the committee and be able to interrogate this issue further, and therefore develop a very proper policy on employment of teachers, especially putting into regard the age. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. We can move to the next statement. That's the one by the Honorable Tom Boyer, member for Nyatike. Are you present?
I'm here.
Okay, give him the mic.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to request for a statement regarding the state of the infrastructure of Kenya Power in Nyatike constituency. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Energy regarding the state of the infrastructure of Kenya Power within Nyatike constituency and its impact on power supply in the area. Honorable Speaker, the electricity transmission and distribution infrastructure in Nyatike is currently in a state of disrepair. Across all the 7 wards of the constituency, residents of Nyatike have raised serious concerns
Yes,
regarding exposed charging and fallen power lines, dilapidated poles, and malfunctioning transformers. These unsafe installations have caused multiple injuries to residents, especially during the rainy season, when the risk of electrocution becomes even higher. On Tuesday, 22nd April 2025, Mr. William Onyango was electrocuted by a fallen electricity wire, sustaining serious injuries, and is currently recuperating in hospital. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. There are multiple cases of people being injured due to unsafe power lines and other faulty installations in the constituency. Additionally, Nyatike has been facing frequent and prolonged power outages, causing significant disruption to both social and economic activities in the area. The impact of these outages is far-reaching, with businesses reporting substantial financial losses due to the inability to operate consistently. Critical operations in hospitals are at risk due to absence or failure of power backups. The blackouts have also heightened insecurity in Nyatike due to non-operational streetlights and security systems. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Energy on the following. 1, status of replacement and maintenance of dilapidated power transmission and distribution infrastructure, including collapsed poles and hanging live wires in Nyatike constituency. Report on the causes of the frequent and prolonged power outages in Nyatike constituency and steps that the Ministry of Energy is taking to address and prevent the outages, including expected timelines for the implementation of strategies to alleviate the current crisis. Number 3, the measures that the ministry has put in place to compensate Mr. William Onyango, including reimbursement for medical expenses and consequential losses suffered by the family of Mr. Onyango, indicating specific timelines, and report on the number of victims and or deaths that have occurred due to faulty power infrastructure since 2017, and whether compensation of the same has been finalized. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Energy, or a representative. Okay, on behalf of Majority Leader, who's available? Oh, yes, yes, Honorable Gikaria, you're here. Proceed. We need your undertaking.
Okay. I went there twice, actually. I couldn't get the zero out. So.
Go to the next mic, I think the one next to you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Because of the sensitivity of the issue, Honorable Speaker, we request 2 weeks after recess. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Okay, and honorable members, we shall go back to request for statement number 1, which was supposed to be given by Honorable Mungale, member for Lunga Lunga. I think he's now back in the House. Could you proceed?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker.